Now this problem covers the concept of limiting reagent. Question says the reaction 2 carbon plus oxygen gives you 2 carbon monoxide, and this reaction is carried out by taking 24 gram of carbon and we have 96 gram of oxygen. So once two reactant is given, so reactant carbon is given, reactant oxygen is given. So this is a problem of limiting reagent. So more than one reactant is given, more than one reactant, and this means this is a problem of limiting reagent. So if I do this problem, carbon has a mass of 24 gram, that is carbon is 2 mole, 24 divided by 12, so we have 2 mole of carbon, and we have 96 gram of oxygen. So oxygen is basically 96 gram O2, so we have 96 divided by 32, so this is 3 mole. Now if we write reaction, that is 2C plus O2, this will give you 2CO. Now carbon is 2 mole and oxygen we have, that is 3 mole. So you see which is limiting. For 2 mole of carbon we require 1 mole, or other way around, for 1 mole of oxygen we require 2 mole. So for 3 mole we need 6 mole of carbon, that is, this means carbon is limiting. We can also test the limiting by finding the product. Which one is limiting? Let us find product, that is carbon monoxide using carbon. So 2 mole gives 2 mole of carbon monoxide, so here we have 2 mole. So product form, so in this case 2 mole of carbon monoxide will be formed. Now if we find product CO, but this time using oxygen, so if I use oxygen, in this case I can say 1 mole gives you 2 mole of carbon monoxide, so 3 mole will give you 6 mole of carbon monoxide. So anything that gives you less amount of product is limiting. So in this case limiting reagent is carbon, and the product formed is 2 mole. So first part, which reactant is left in excess? So you see carbon monoxide, carbon is limiting, so carbon I have, this is limiting, so this means oxygen is in excess. So let us say first part, which reagent is in excess? So I can say oxygen is in excess, O2 is in excess. Next part of the problem says which one, how much of it is left. So you see how much oxygen will be left. So 2 mole requires 1 mole, so 3 mole I have, so 2 mole of oxygen will, 2 mole of oxygen of carbon will require 1 mole of oxygen, so 1 mole of oxygen will be reacted, so oxygen left will be 3 minus 1, that is 2 mole oxygen will be left, 2 mole O2 will be left. Basically you can say 1 mole of oxygen will react. You see 2 mole react with 1 mole, I have 2 mole, so 2 mole react with 1 mole, I have 2 mole, so 1 mole of oxygen will react, so 1 mole of oxygen O2 will react. Now if I see the third one, how much mole of carbon monoxide will be formed? That is here, that is 2 mole of CO will be formed, because the one that gives you lesser amount of product, so I can say 2 mole of carbon monoxide CO will be formed. And the third part, how many gram of other reactant should be taken so that nothing is left in the excess at the end of the reaction. So you see for 2 mole of carbon I require 1 mole of oxygen. Now other way, I have oxygen in excess, so for 3 mole oxygen I require 6 mole of carbon. 1 requires 2, so 3 mole requires 6 mole of carbon. So B require, so this is 4, we require 6 mole of carbon corresponding to 3 mole of oxygen, corresponding to 3 mole of oxygen. But we have, how many mole of carbon we have? We have only 2 mole of carbon. So extra mole of carbon required, extra mole of carbon required, and this is equals to 6 minus 2. So 4 mole of carbon, that is extra required. So weight of carbon, weight of extra carbon and required, this is equals to 4 into 12. So we require 18 gram of carbon, so that at the end of reaction nothing will be left in the excess.